frameworks. Parenting is about who we are with the child. And nowadays, with the brain, the way the child they are developing, parenting is also about what we show about ourselves to the children. Like I know Priyanka, you are a very devoted Sadhguru follower. So if your child follow Sadhguru, that's something that's come from you. So if I listen to Kishore Kumar and my son listens to Kishore Kumar, that's coming from me. So we are their role models. And our neuro-linguistic programming world is concerned, parenting is about respecting their model of the world, understanding that every behavior has a positive intention, which is one of our major presuppositions. And if a child is behaving in a particular manner, let us understand where is it coming from, why, rather than what. What do we say? What are you angry about? Let us ask, why are you angry? And that is when we will understand where is this behavior coming from. So,
is it right? Is it correct to impose our dreams on our children?
It's our dream, so it's our model of the world.
Yeah.
Simple. I am a professor. I by choice am a professor. Then I became a trainer. And I don't know, I'm now an entrepreneur also with this new organization. My husband was a professional, then he has his own business. My child has gone into VFX editing. He wants to become an editor. Every child has a dream. I would say every child has a mental imprint of what he or she wants to become. We want our children to be like something, then let us go in a more scientific way of discussing, deliberating, setting up goals, and mapping. If their mindset is matching with what we want them to be, then let's support it. If their mindset is not matching with what we want them to be, then let's see how it's going to work out.
You mean to say we can just guide them and then leave it to
them? Be your mentor.
Yeah. We are mentors.
Because if their physiology is not supporting it, they'll struggle. And the point is, if their physiology is not supporting and if they struggle, it is going to reflect in their marks. And that is where the entire domino effect starts happening. And the child, you must have seen, being a teacher, most of us are academics, a child is very good till standard 5th and suddenly this starts declining.
Deteriorate, yeah.
We just don't understand what is going on. That is probably the kid is more attuned to doing arts or commerce and the kid is being pushed into science or maths. The kid doesn't know what to do. Because expressing is what is very powerful, and for some reasons, we have not taught our kids to express in the right way and the right content. They'll express their anger, they will express their tantrum, they'll express their need to eat food. Having said that, very rarely a child has expressed, I want to do this. I want to laugh today. I want to dance today. I want to go out and dance in the rain. That expression is what we have to bring out from the child. And we have to express our needs. Like you said, if my dream is that my son should become a lawyer, then from standard 6 is when they start believing in what profession they want to be. Let me start talking to him, telling him what a lawyer is, why become a lawyer is important, what he will have to study. So we have ways and methods that if we feel that our child can be good in something, we can create a mental imprint that the child will physiologically also supported and will excel in whatever the child has. You can check because, we just started this conversation. So in the age 0 to 2, the physiological growth is 20%, whereas the mind growth is around 25%. Okay. So in the age of 2 to 4, the physiological growth is around 45%, whereas the mind is already going at 50%. So at the age of 4 to 8, the physiological growth is around 50%, whereas the mind has already reached 80%. So what we do, we look at the physiological growth. We're not looking at the mind growth. And the latest study has found that 90% of child brain growth happens by the age of 5. Parents, remember, we have to calibrate the present in the scale of whatever happened in the past history, with complete mindfulness. Is it required today? Is it going to give that same result? Is my child same as me? Does that work? So we have to look at something that works in a long run. So there's a very beautiful question. Let me answer that also. Does a little bit negative motivation work for nurturing the kids? It depends on what is that negative motivation. If the fear is instilled in that child, it may hit the child at the age of 20, 40, 50, 60. And we as counselors see a person coming at us at the age of 45 with a pain which the person got at the age of 10. So we have to remember, negative motivation is what? Motivation, negative. It's more of an oxymoron. Motivation means to motivate, to take forward. Negative means to take backward. So what are we doing? Motivation with a bit of discipline, like you use that word discipline. I will share with you. Positive discipline is something which is run by appreciation. Appreciative, positive discipline. Sometimes they display some behavior because they need something. And I hope you don't all mind. I'm also a parent. Most of the time they display behavior because we are just not listening to them. If they are talking to us, they are like, ha ha ha, bolo beta, and we are on our WhatsApp. So if your child is being stubborn, talk to your child. Be cool, be composed. Talk as in talk to your child. Just don't say ki kya hua. Just sit there and say, how are you? How are things in your life? Oh, who's your best friend in the school now? What subjects do you think are your favorite? And what happened, beta? Why are you like this today? That is how we have to talk. And mostly the kids say, no, you don't have time. You say, no, I have. I'm listening to you. Tell me. I may not understand you, because the child also needs to understand that we may not understand their world completely. At the same time, say, I may not really understand what you're going through, but I want to know what you're going through. I want to know what is bothering you. And let's figure it out. That sets the tone for further your kid coming out and talking to you. And if the stubbornness of the kid is a behavioral issue, then like Priyanka was saying, we have neuro-linguistic programming processes like SWISH, anchoring, like to dislike, circle of excellence, change personal history, which we can always bring as an intervention to help the child overcome these behavioral issues. First, understand, is it really a behavioral issue, or is the child telling you something? The child wants to reach out to you on something. I hope that helps.
Definitely. Any question from any parent or someone there in the audience? We welcome the questions. Please post your questions.
Priyanka, your questions are over. I thought you had a long list of questions.
Yeah, I do have questions, but in case the parents want to ask something, so there, have we answered to this question? Does a little bit negative motivation? Yes, we did that. Okay, till the parents, post their question.
The child is having some discomforts. Many a times children, because like I shared, their physiological age may be 8 or 7, but the mental age is much more. So they are, in a way, thinking way beyond we believe they are. And then, like we say, check on the neurological levels where the kid is facing this problem. Is the environment bothering the kid? The environment that the kid is? Are the behavior of anybody around the kid bothering the kid? Or the kid's own behavior is bothering the kid? We have those 6 neurological levels. Let's just say, are the beliefs, the value systems which we are creating for the child bothering the kid? So it is more of what is that kid feeling at that point of time to bring out these tears. If it is not a physical pain and it is an emotional meltdown, the word you used, what is the trigger? Find that trigger. Work on that trigger and make the kid strong, not a generic strong. I would say make the kid strong that when in future that trigger is there, the kid takes it. Okay, fine. So the trigger. Every emotional, every behavior is an outcome of a trigger and response. You're aware of it. We have a trigger and there is a response. What is that trigger? There is something I would want every parent who is here today and listening on Facebook to please listen very carefully. I have been guilty to it. Now it's okay. We are out of it and fine. We have this habit of telling our kids, you know what? I'm using Hindi here because most of us Hindi speaking in our own dialect, in our own language, say the same thing. Tum kisi layak nahi ho. It's a very generic statement and we do it like this. They listen. You are useless is a very powerful affirmation, negative. which we keep on pushing towards our kids. I have done it, so I'm being very candid and very apologetic about it. For something as small as if the kid is unable to pour water in the glass, then छोड़ो, किसी लायक नहीं हो, मैं पानी डाल के देती हूँ. Please avoid. Please remove this term.
We are affirming that every time.
This sentence is so regularly used for almost everything. Similarly, like this, we have created triggers for children. You don't know which of our statement is triggering that emotion at that point of time. Go to that trigger, look at that trigger, resolve that trigger. If the trigger can't be resolved, like we say in Swish and all, manage that trigger to create a more compelling and impelling future imprint for the child. That helps. That helps. You know, there are 3 statements I am totally against, and my sincere apologies again if someone doesn't align to it. You are good for nothing. तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. क्या कर सकते? Please do not say that. तुम किसी लायक नहीं हो. Do not say that, please. It's a request. And the third is, तुमने देखा तुम्हारे cousin का? Don't. Please don't. Comparisons, competitions, and just outrightly creating statements which the kid believes and start to affirm is a very, very unacceptable things we as parents have brought into the system. Can you not do that is a better statement, you know. Can you not pour a water in a glass? Can you not bring this for me? So can you not actually challenge your cousin and achieve it? Could be a better statement to go with. If we still want to continue these statements, let's just reframe the statements to be in a more positive note. I hope, Priyanka, I answered your question.
Delete these statements, I think.
It should be. It should be deleted.
It's not required. I mean, comparing a child.
Not required.
At all.
And I hope you got the answer to your question. I hope.
Yeah. I really, agree to what you say. You just said. Okay, my next question again is, it's something related to
cause, and then it has an effect. And rather than staying in the effect side, we need to be in the cause side. So why it happened to me, or it always happens to me, we have to be, it has happened and I can manage it. I have all the resources. So I have to be in the cause side. And one of I said I will share an acronym, the 5 things that parenting should do is reward. If you do this, you will get rewarded. If you don't do this, you will not get rewarded. If you do not do this, तुम्हारा कुछ नहीं होगा. Let's reframe it again. If you put the efforts, you will get rewarded. Full stop. Full stop. Reward is a very powerful. Yes. Reward is a very powerful motivation for anyone. What is the outcome of this webinar? There is a reward. We all go happy. We all want that happiness. We want that outcome. If a 1 hour is invested, we want to take some takeaways from here. That is a reward for us, right? So we have to say, your outcome is fine. Your efforts are important. It will be rewarded. So let's get into the efforts mode rather than the outcome mode. Let us be in the cause side rather than the effect side. Outcome is driven by efforts. If we reward the efforts, the outcome will eventually come because the child will be motivated to keep on giving efforts. When we deny rewarding the efforts, the child actually stops putting in the effort. Because the outcome is what is looked at, not the effort.
Richa ma'am, do you have any question? I'm waiting for a question.
I have a small